One of the first things I found hitting a volleyball court was this cool Pandora set little wolf thing. There's some light. Hopefully I don't bring shadows. It is 925 silver. It is stamped, or not stamped, but I think it's stamped. One of them stamped. Really cool. Super excited to find it. It was literally like my second find. And then there was a bunch of change. So that's really neat. Pretty cute. And then not too far from that was another Pandora set, which I believe this one is stamped 925 silver. I can't see it. I need glasses and refuse to go get them, so I'm stuck right now. But this thing actually glows in the dark. It's pretty neat. It's a little firefly. I have looked it up. So it's a little firefly pendant or onto a bracelet. I don't know my jewelry, but I'm learning as I go. But the thing does glow in the dark. It's pretty cool. So that's another one. And I found them pretty close together on the volleyball court. Next thing in the wet, I remember I got very excited, was this little blinger. At first I thought maybe it was rose gold and possibly a real diamond, but turns out it's copper and a glass diamond. Do you still call it a diamond if it's glass? It's in the shape of a cut diamond. How about that? So, but that was really neat. Got pretty excited. And also not too far after that, I caught this one in the wet, which is possibly a gold-plated piece of copper. So there's pretty much zero gold on it. If it is gold, I don't know. But still pretty neat. Find's a find, right? I don't know what this is. It looks like a Celtic design on it. I do believe this is silver also, but I'm not 100% sure. I haven't got it checked, but that was pretty neat. Let's see. I found this. I guess that's Mary. I think this is just again a piece of copper. It feels a little heavy, but again I haven't got that checked. But that was pretty cool. This earring, I don't think there's any value in it. Oops, I don't see it's marked, but that was pretty neat. I don't know if it's just a regular, looks like it's broke. Earring, belly ring, wherever ring you want to put it, hang it from whatever things you want to hang it from. So, but nevertheless, cool little piece. This little thing, I mean, I was pretty impressed with what the X-Terra is finding. I'm not saying the VDI isn't jumpy all over the place, because it is. I am by no means knowledgeable in the area of metal detecting. I know when it beeps, I dig. So, but I go over targets, and it's, I don't know it enough, but watching some other people as well, the VDI is jumpy as hell, but hey, it finds stuff. You beep, you dig. So that's what I do. The next one that was really cool, hopefully I can slide this in without knotting it up, was this. Got me excited. This got me really excited. It rang up like absolute garbage. And it is garbage. I mean, it's neat. Oh, there is writing on it. Maybe. I don't know. Either way, I looked at it really close. It looks like it's tarnishing. It's probably nothing, but it still has a neat shine to it. It's pretty cool. The clasp still works. So that's a really neat little find. And then I found this little Calvin Klein thing. It's not magnetic, but it may be stainless or something. I doubt it is worth anything, but hey, if it shines, I take it home. Sometimes if it doesn't shine. And I did find this copper nail. Whether it's a actual hand-forged nail, It definitely looks like the tip is a blunt force head, which is just where it's, if it's hot or not hot, they just smash the head of it to give it a head. But it's really neat. I am in construction. You know, I never find nails interesting whatsoever, but this nail is kind of interesting. I don't know if it was a decorative nail, using a ship, a container, shipping box, no clue. But nevertheless, it's pretty cool. And other than that, that's the bling portion. And, you know, of course, the keys. Can't forget the keys. Why I kept them, I don't know. It means absolutely nothing. This one does have a little bit of age to it, I think, but it's not old, but it is interesting. And I do believe that this key is from a hotel, which I found right outside of the hotel. Probably wouldn't have been a bad idea to knock on the door and give it to them, but it's not there and it's here. So all right, well, those are the finds so far that have not made the video. The one that did, you know, was this butterfly. I haven't had it tested yet. I don't know if it's real. It does have a little bit of weight, so it doesn't feel like it would be aluminum. I don't know if it's plated, but nevertheless, another cool piece. And of course, this little hair scrunchy thingamajigger. I kind of want to say it's copper. I mean, I know none of it's real, but it's besides the stones, which is probably just plastic or glass or something. I mean, it actually pretty, but I did find this today. I'm not sure if it is copper. I don't know if it's part for electric. I really have no clue. So if anyone knows what this may be, that would be really cool. The area I did find this was on the beach, where basically a whole row of housing was on the beach, and a big storm came by, and well, up in the 50s or the 60s, you know, just devastated all of them. There's nothing remaining. So, but the area is still rich with some artifacts, which I have found. But I just did a test run real quick, but we'll be definitely going back soon. Right now, the bugs are atrocious. Ow!
Fucking greenhead!
Atrocious. We had a little bit of a breeze, and then the breeze stopped, and you know, now you're just a human pincushion, so move on, right? So this is that. I didn't know what this was originally. This was actually the guy that went with me, you know, a friend of mine. It was actually in a plastic package, and when we got back and I put it down and was going in the truck to get something to drink, he was already cutting this thing open and broke it. But I was able to clean it up enough. I had no idea what it was. I had a guess. My guess was correct, but it's actually a Schlick razor from the 40s, 50s. There is a patent number, and it says, you know, damn it, I can't read, insert key or something on this side. But I was able to find it through patent, and this did get connected this way, I believe. So that was pretty neat, and that's indicative of the housing that was there, and you know, the people living there. So there's probably a lot more stuff to find. The X-Terra would not shut up the whole time digging, so I was being very selective throughout the bug biting experience. So I just dug some quick items, and but definitely will be going back and definitely making sure that I have things recorded. This was also in the package, which is the razor blade loader. Hence the reason why this says insert key. I believe it said that. I can see it says something, but I cannot read it because I'm not wearing any glasses of any sort. And I do believe that this is the mechanism that would houses an additional razor blade that I do believe you would connect to these tabs and then push in here to insert the razor blade. But I mean, it's a cool find. You know, does it have any value? I have no idea. Not in this case. So, but it's still a pretty neat find. Oh, and also on the beach, this rang up. It is iron, it is magnetic, but I thought it was really cool. So when I did take some pictures of some of the things I was finding, I was kind of like placing it like that. I thought it was kind of like a little cool backdrop prop for my finds. So that was actually pretty neat. You know, what it is, I have no idea. Just a piece of iron, but you know, with the shells and everything on it, you know, it has to it's been sitting down there for a long time. But that's that. All right, so the things on the property from the 1890s that I found. The first item is this. Let me say that again. This. Okay, I do believe it is a makeup powder kit, I guess. It looked like it had a mirror inside. I'm not trying to open it up any further than that because it looks like the hinges were crunched a little bit, so I don't want to ruin it any further. There is a stamp here. I can't make out what it says. I haven't tried very well, but I do have a machinist eyepiece, but I still couldn't actually find out what it actually says, but I thought that was pretty good. I want to say it's copper, could be a thin brass, I'm not sure, but that was really a neat find. I don't think I damaged it as I dug it, but you know, it's been in the ground for a long time. It's a little crushed, but not bad. So that's pretty neat. I mean, the impression on it's, you know, really neat. All right, on to the next. I don't know if this could be off of a hood ornament on a car, or it could be a number of. I didn't really clean much of it, but you know, there's many decorative items. It could have been off of a sconce. It could have been off of a car. I mean, there's so many little decorative pieces out there, but hey, somebody might know exactly what it is, so I'm just throwing it out there. All right, next piece. This was pretty good. It's actually, I did end up finding out what this was. It took some time to figure it out, but this is off of, oh great, dirt. This is off of a Ford Model T from the 20s, I believe. I'm sure that, and it is a grease fitting cover that I guess would go over the axle where the wheel attaches to the axle. It may be in other years, but from what I saw, it looked like the 20s matches up to this correctly for the Model T. So that was really cool. It is crushed. There is a threaded portion that this would have, you know, screwed on to the hub of the wheel. So, but nevertheless, pretty cool find. And that area that I have that 1890s property in, it is loaded with iron nails. I mean, a better detector would definitely, it would do a much better job, I think. They're not saying that I'm not doing it correctly either, but with multiple frequencies, that may be a little bit better, but I'm not too sure. Next up is this. It's definitely, it says battery, so obviously it was some kind of a battery meter. Terminals are on the back. You know, whether it was a 6 volt or a 12 volt, I don't know. I don't know if this went to a car or a tractor, a piece of machinery. But you know, once again, it's all, you know, besides the terminals being crushed, it's kind of there. But I probably won't hold on to it for any reason, but I just wanted to get it on video. And The next thing that was up is I did find a thimble. Oh, I want to say I can see some words on it. Damn my eyes. Man, I don't know if the camera picks that up or I'm just seeing things because I want to see things. I don't know if that's legible. I guess when I review this, it'll be legible, but if it's not, it's not. It's either brass or copper. I assume brass. I don't want to put it back into its original shape because I'm sure the corners are crushed enough that it would crack. So, but hey, a thimble's a thimble. This is either a brass or a bronze. Everyone knows what this is. A light switch cover. So, surprised at the shape it's in. I mean, it has a little crease, but I would have thought this thing would have been really destroyed. I do have a plan for all the copper and brass pieces that I don't care for. So that will make it in a future video. I already have plans, so that'll be really interesting. This is a very thin, copper, brass, whatever it may be. There is threads on the outside of this. It's notched out. I have no idea. Zero clue if this is car related, machine related, house related. I couldn't tell you. So if anyone knows what that is, comment below, as well as the other items, and I guess in the comments, since these aren't numbered or lettered, whatever thingamabob you want to call it, to help me figure out which one, or timestamp it. This way we kind of get a good idea of what's what. Appreciate any input you guys have. Next up, no clue. Absolutely no clue. By my best guess, it is some sort of an escutcheon or mount. The only thing that's typical is this oval slot and this oval slot. I don't think that these holes here had anything to do with the part itself. I want to say that they were just ate through because they were really thin at that area. Have zero clue what this is. So if anyone knows what this is, it would be greatly appreciated if you can throw that in the comments below. Thank you. Next up is this little pulley. The mounting section does have, I'm not going to call it intricate, but it does have a little design. The pulley still turns. It was kind of locked up. I did free it up. I'm guessing this could have been more on the lines of, vintage style window shade ropes to open and close the window shades. It just seems to fit that kind of size, but it could have been used for many of other things as well, but I'm kind of guessing window. But yeah, that's that. And it's actually kind of heavy. I'm gonna, again, I want to say this is brass. None of the parts I'm showing you, except for the iron piece with the shell on it, everything else is non-magnetic, non-ferrous. So the next thing up is a buckle. So I have a buckle. Now I want to say that this could be for a horse tack. They definitely had horses on this property back in the day, and also on that property I am still looking for a ring that they asked me to find. There's just so much trash on the property. The X-Terra just doesn't shut up. I mean, it's like I have to discriminate against all sounds to just not make noise. It's that bad. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to get around that. I might not be able to get around it. I don't, unless I have a detector just for, I guess, gold or silver, or something within that range where it does not hear anything else. And from what I've seen, you know, people pulling up gold that's near aluminum numbers, and yeah, it's rough. And the other negative is it's on the corner of two busy streets. So there's also a lot of trash that's, you know, people are throwing out their cars and landing on that property as well. But yeah, if as far as this buckle is concerned, if anyone knows if this looks like it's, you know, from horses or not, or I mean, it could be something else. So that's that. But hey, a buckle's a buckle is a buckle, damn it. And other than that, yeah, I will be going out to the property that, the 1890s property again, and we'll be looking for the ring. I'm not sure how. I'm definitely waiting until it gets cooler. It's the ground is rough, the roots are rough, and the heat is. If it was going to the beach is easy digging. So the pull out targets in the heat is not too bad, and it's usually a little bit cooler down at the beach. Hey, in worst case, you just jump in the water, right? But at the 1890s property, it's just, I mean, you're getting wet just getting out and getting your shit together. So screw that property until the weather gets a little bit better. No, oh, there's more. Damn it. All right, hang on. This piece is also on the 1890s property. Sorry, I even got two more pieces after this. Damn it. I have no clue. It really appears to be the end of a screwdriver. I'm not going to lie. I just don't see that being the function. Unless it's a hobby set, but you know, even back in the day, most screwdriver handles were made of wood, and kind of went to plastic as far as I know, but it really does look like a screwdriver handle, and you wouldn't be able to beat on this thing because it would just crush, and it hasn't been beat on whatsoever, so I'm not sure what it is. It's different. I don't know what it is, but if someone knows what that is, yeah, just leave it in the comments below, timestamp it. Yeah, and let me know. That'd be great. Yes. Oh yeah, for sure.